Did you know that I hate people? Because I do. I don't like people. People suck. I'm going to tell you a story of at least one example of why I don't like people. Our story starts. I'm going to be pantomiming some of this. So, I work in set crew where I build like walls and props and stuff for actors to work on when we're doing plays. Huh. There's about 12 of us, one teacher, and like two students who are mostly in charge of set crew. They're upperclassmen. It's okay. So, teacher's off working on something. I'm set in charge of a somewhat important project. It's called it's like called the Archway. I don't really know how to describe it other than it's a 12-foot wall with an arch on top and 4 doors in it. So I'm set in charge of 4 people. So we got 2 people who don't know what they're doing, 1 person who thinks he knows everything. Give you a hint, he doesn't. Classic comedy. And then we have 1 person who I kind of give a hard time to because we're good enough friends where it's not mean. So yeah, I go off to like get a tool or something. I don't even remember. I leave the 2 people who don't work sitting or they're not working. I leave the know-it-all to work on a jigsaw cutting a 2x4. I don't think you know what a jigsaw is. You might. Those of you who don't, it's a saw. The blade goes up and down and cuts wood. Because that's what a saw does. That's a vocab lesson. You can take that free of charge. So, he's in charge of that. I don't know where the person I give a hard time to is. She kind of knows what she's doing. What is this? Where is it? It's right there. What is this? It's bothering me. Anyway, so I come back a little bit later, like, hey, is this cut? It's like, nope, there was a bunch of sparks, now this thing doesn't work. You look at the power cord, he cut through the power cord, gone. So I'm like, okay, I can fix this. It's not going to be hard. It's going to be an easy fix. Note those words, write them down, save them for later in the story. Because there we go. I go up to the teacher. I'm like, hey, can I try and fix this? It'll take a soldering gun and some electrical tape. And he's like, yeah, go for it. So that's so I'm like, yeah, okay. In my mind, I shouldn't have to tell him that I'm not the one who cut through my power cord, because I'm confident, I know what I'm doing. So he thinks that I cut through my own power cord. We have something in the theater society of my high school called the quote board. And what the quote board is, if someone says something funny, then you get to write it down for other people to enjoy. And so, excuse me, gotta pop them back. The water fountain is right underneath. Only water fountain that I can get to. So when I take a drink of water, I like to look up and see what new quotes there are. And there's 1 new quote. I'm going to write this out for you in the air. That's my dog. Yeah, Roy. Okay, so it goes, I cut through my own saw cord, ... with my own saw, ... It's an easy fix! Exclamation point. Signed, Drew. So, my name's Drew, and I never said that. So, and when I said it was an easy fix, there were like 5 people around to hear it. 4 of them were working on my little thing, so I found out who the last person was. Underneath it, I wrote, Yeah, comma, except I didn't. I is capitalized, didn't has an apostrophe. Yeah, 'cause literature is important. It's not. So not. Signed, Drew. I go off to work on my saw, and the co-master carpenter, upperclassman that I was talking about earlier, is like, no, I want to work on this. You work on your own project. So he takes it from me. I'm not in charge of fixing the saw anymore. Oh well. Later, I go back for a drink of water. My quote, yeah, except I didn't, completely crossed out. Gone. So not only does the teacher think that I cut through my own power cord, but tons of people in set crew, that's what, -5, 12 of 5, 7 people think that I cut through my own power cord now. And then 7 people think I lied about it. I want the master carpenter position when I'm an upperclassman. It's 12:30. Don't blame me for my speech. So it's gonna be super hard if people think I'm cutting through my own power tools. Not cool. At all. So that's one example of how people have failed me in my life. Okay. Subscribe, like, comment, watch some of my other videos. There's one that apparently seems to be somewhat popular. It's called How I Cope with Being Unattractive. Kinda hurts on the inside. Okay, well, bye, I guess. Good night. It's morning here.